Chancellor, Adamas University, erudite audience, faculty members, students, ladies and gentlemen. We have a very high table occasion today. Will all to please come up on stage. Professor Shomit Ray, please. And Shati Bhattacharya, General Secretary of SWAM, to please come up on stage. Is one of the most important topics that is being discussed worldwide today. There has been successive meetings, there has been successive resolutions taken all over the world, but the first world countries are yet to keep their word, and their carbon footprint is increasing every day. So this is something which we are going to discuss today threadbare. I will positively keep it to the worldwide concern, and mankind has the responsibility to equate and take ahead the responsibilities and present to the world a world free of many worries that we have today. Madam Swati Bhattacharya, General Secretary of SWAM.
Splitting at a faster rate. There has been a worldwide increase in hunger and water crises. We can no longer remain different to climate change. Otherwise, there will be no world left for our children, and they will blame us external economic growth. How dare you? I am sure that from today's panel discussions, we shall be learning a lot with regard to the ill effects of climate change and how it is affecting our lives, especially lives of women. When we focus those of man, primarily because of gender inequality, women do not have equal rights and ownership of property and land and are given little or
His Excellency Mr. Nick Lowe, British Deputy High Commissioner, Kolkata. Respected professors, students, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen. South Asian Women in Media, or SOM, is delighted to hold this conference on Women in Climate Action to mark the International Women's Day of 2020. South Asian Women in Media is an association of women journalists of all the SAARC countries, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Maldives, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, and India. In our Indian chapter, we have more than 100 journalists who come from big media, small local media, women who are bringing out small tabloids from district towns and villages. We are a network who are connected to each other, and we stand for uninterrupted dialogue among all the South Asian countries. We are committed to freedom of media at all times on all issues. Most of all, we are committed to making media organizations an equal opportunity workplace for women and for fair representation of women's issues in media. And one of the issues which affect women most deeply and in many diverse ways is climate change. It affects everybody, all living creatures. But in human society, we find that women are left bearing the burden of extreme weather events, because finally it is the women who have to provide the daily sustenance to their families. We also find that women are engaging with the problems of climate change in many different ways and in many innovative ways. And some of these actions of women at grassroots do escape our attention, but they perhaps are the most important kinds of public action that are relevant and that have to be highlighted in media.
As I habitually do, I'm immediately going to depart from my prepared script because there's a risk that this morning is very heavy and you all leave thinking this is really difficult and the world's in a lot of trouble. I think I want you to leave this meeting, this seminar, with a sense of optimism, with a sense that each and every one of you can make a difference. It's rare that you watch the news on television. It's rare that you read newspapers.
And educational authorities in India to promote greater gender equality. Before I finish, and I'm aware I've already abused the 4 minutes I was given for this lot, may I commend to all of you, I particularly want to do this given an academic audience that I've got in front of me, may I commend to all of you our Chevening Scholarships and Fellowships. Chevening Scholarships, we give around about 65 of these a year to...
P. Vijayendra. I come here to talk on women and environment and role of bicycle net. One of the biggest thing about the environment is the global warming, and the global warming is caused by emissions of carbon dioxide. A third of this emission is caused by fossil fuel cars and trucks and transport. And I feel that bicycles have got a big future because bicycle is a very good transport without polluting the atmosphere. And bicycle doesn't mean just the two-wheeler, but also means cycle rickshaw and other tricycles, which are cargo bicycles used by municipal workers and ice cream vendors, and four-wheel push carts also, which are also include them bicycle. So if you take them together, they can solve almost all the urban transport problems. People are not enamored by the fast-moving cars and trucks and motorcycles and things like that. However, point is that they don't have future because they run on petrol and gas, and these are limited in quantity and they are coming to an end. We will not be able to have petrol and gas in future. So the bicycle is the only future available for transport, and the sooner we accept this, the better it will be. Women's safety and security primarily depends on women's own power. And many women are taking karate classes and things like that, and only when they go together and move together and raise their voices and shows power and strength, only they will be safe. No technology will solve their problem. Very good. And in big cities also women are forming cycle groups. Kolkata Cycle Samaj, and I myself inspired a woman of 50 to start learning cycle at the age of 50.
Yes. No, I always cycle.
Cycle in groups. People make way for them. If you go alone, yes, it's a fear. So I think women should go in groups and cycle and see.
But not in proper
See whose road it is. Does the road belong to car or to cycle or to pedestrian? It's a war on road.
Yes.
It's a war on car, and we have to fight that war. We can't let. There's no point creating special lanes for cycle. I am opposed to that because it's taking more road space. After the land is meant for agriculture and so many other things. We can't keep on increasing space for only cars. So I'm totally opposed to bicycle lanes. It may be alright in England because there's a lot of space. In India, the space is a big problem. We don't have land. The population per unit area is so high in India. So I'm opposed to all these bicycle lanes, etc. I'm saying that we should reduce cars.
পেপার লিখেছেন তারাও আজকে সেমিনারে বক্তব্য রাখছেন। সেই দিক থেকে আমার মনে হয় যে এটা সার্থক পদক্ষেপ এবং নেক্সট জেনারেশনকে আমরা একটা ভালো পৃথিবীকে উপহার দিতে পারবো। এবং এটাই ব্যাটারি চালিত গাড়িতে কি হচ্ছে সবাই যাতায়াত করে। আমরা চেষ্টা করছি যে প্লাস্টিক থেকে কীভাবে ব্রিক্স তৈরি করা যায়, সেটাও হচ্ছে সায়েন্স স্কুলের একটা প্রজেক্ট হিসেবে নেওয়া হয়েছে। তো এইরকমভাবে আমরা ভাবছি কীভাবে পলিউশনকে করা যায়। মহিলারা অনেক দেশের প্রধানমন্ত্রী হচ্ছে, সায়েন্টিস্ট হচ্ছে, ভারতের যে বিভিন্ন রকমের ইসরোর যে পরিকল্পনা হচ্ছে সেখানে চিফ ডিরেক্টর হিসেবে কাজ করছে। তাই উইমেন্সরা কিন্তু ভীষণ ক্রিয়েটিভ এবং প্যাশনস নিয়ে যেভাবে জিনিসকে গড়ে তোলে, আমার মনে হয় এই ক্ষেত্রে তাদের ভূমিকা অনেক গুরুত্বপূর্ণ। ম্যান থেকে যদিও পরিবেশ রক্ষা করার দায়িত্ব সবারই, মেন্স এবং উমেন্সের, কিন্তু আমার মনে হয় যে তারা গুরুত্বপূর্ণ।
I wasn't aware of that until you just told me, but it sounds absolutely commendable that the government of West Bengal is doing that. I think all around the world you're seeing public authorities move towards transport that makes fewer demands on the environment. We're doing this in my country with electric cars, electric buses, electric trams. I'm delighted that Calcutta is probably the leader in the whole of South Asia in this move towards electric, non-polluting, sustainable urban mass transit. I think bicycle has absolutely got a role to play. I think as we go, in respect to the climate, we're clearly going to be working very closely indeed with India in the coming year to make a success of the COP26 meeting. I mean, India is absolutely crucial to the success of any global agreement on climate change. And I'm hugely encouraged, as we've seen today, by both how informed the debate is here in India and the amount of goodwill, creativity, innovation one sees in India to achieving high-quality solutions, not only around adaptation, not only around mitigation, but some really good stuff in technology. And of course, India began the International Solar Alliance, of which the UK is proud to be a member, and the Coalition for Disaster Resilient Infrastructure, which gave UK one of the founder parts of that. So there's a lot more for all of us to do, a lot more for India to do, a lot more for the UK to do, and I hope that we can work together and bring other countries along with us.